Hello, party people. This is Chris with SecuriFab. Wow, we've been so busy moving into our new place. I am a glutton for punishment, though, so let's come out with another product. You guys suggested that we do this fuse box lid cover diagram, so we did. And you guys bought a ton of them. And then you guys suggested that we do one for the inside panel. If you look at your user manual, it's going to make you think that the interior fuse box is like right behind the glove box. And if you pull that out, there's a couple tabs, you can fold it over. That's where your in-cabin filter will be, but you won't find those fuses because they're behind here. Let's see if I can get this off with one hand. They're just pop clips, and I started right here because you can get in under the steering column. And it was a little bit harder the first time, and this little guy popped off, but I put it right back in. But if it doesn't release, just start working your way around in the places that you can get your fingers in. Be gentle, it will come off. This is what we have right here. This is what you will be purchasing from us. Here is the fuse panel right here. On this one, it is very clearly labeled. You can see the numbers right up there. So we don't have the diagram. We just have the actual numbers, the labels of what they are. So let's say you need 9. You just go to your printout and look up 9. You'll see the same thing that's in the user manual. For the people that don't have Broncos and like to talk a bunch of trash about them, just know that we are not completely lazy. It is that we like to have the information readily available when you're out in the middle of nowhere. There is a digital user manual. Apparently, it's really hard to read, even with the 12-inch screen, or you can look it up online. But sometimes, if you're actually out in the wilderness, you don't have internet service, and maybe you don't have all the PDFs downloaded. And what could be easier than having it right here? So, when I opened this up, there was a card right here. It's the SecuriCode. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I think it's SecuriCode. Anyways, that number is a secret number that you have so that you can pair one of those like wireless locks that some of these vehicles come with, or you can add it on. SecuriCode. What did I say? Anyways, it's a SecuriCode. So if you don't want to have that card in there because you feel like on the trails you might have to pull it out anyways, you might lose it, put it in your glove box, put it at home, do whatever. I've left you a little spot. You could write it inside there if you want to. Let me get the stand. What we're going to do is just mount it to this area right here. I'm going to do a dry install, but of course with all my stuff, you can do, well, almost all my stuff, you can do a wet install. Of course, you just want to clean this area off with a microfiber. You can also use an alcohol pad, but if you use an alcohol pad, wait for it to dry. You shouldn't have any Armor All in there. If you do, you are very meticulous on your cleaning. Also, right now, it is... what is it? It is 86 degrees in North Fort Myers. It is a little warm. I do suggest installing stickers between 70 to 80 degrees. That is the temperature in where the material seems to act the best. These are laminated because this printed paper is a lot thinner, so it's nice to have the lamination. It also protects the sticker, makes it a little bit thicker. I'm going to go in dry because no one's going to see the bubbles, even if I leave some bubbles. Plus, I can get in, get out real quick. Again, back to temperature. Usually people up north are the ones that have any issues, and it's because you are not in the ideal weather. So get everything warm, go on a drive, install this right afterwards with all of this warmed up. Take this with you while you go on your drive. Just make sure it is warm. All right, stand and then install. All right, so as usual, there's a mega big, huge possibility that it'd be easier for you guys to install this than me because I have to not get in the way of this camera. Probably could have come through another angle. It would have been difficult as well. This cable might be in your line of view, but I'm going to install it right here in this area. And the length of it is about 3 times that card, so it's only about right here. You can move it over here, install it over that little bit of text, or you can butt it up against the corner I'm going to take one of these off. Now, take this off inside your vehicle, or just make sure that there's not a lot of wind. You can see there's a little breeze there, kind of catching it. Or do a wet install. Just make sure that this doesn't fold on itself, because that would be bad. It'd probably ruin it or stretch it out at least a little bit. I'm going to use the top to guide myself and make sure it's straight. I'm just going to kind of butt it up against there. I'm going to hold the bottom. I'll just push all the bubbles out that way, and then I can let it fall down a little bit. Just using my fingers, or you could use one of our squeegees and do this. A little bit harder to do it to the left. So I needed all this room. That's why I'm installing it basically from top to bottom. Use that as a guide. And then the bottom will just hit that crease. I didn't want to make it any smaller than this. You can see in the middle, just creases slightly. So I take back what I said before. The more you go this way, the less of a crease it will have. So try to install it no further than this. And then bite up against the top. And the bottom should rest just right around there. So there you have it. If you want a guide to your fuses inside, just purchase this on our website. It's only going to be, I'm guessing, around $4. Just order it with something else, and that will kind of negate any shipping costs you have. We come out with stuff a lot. Browse our site. A lot of our products now have a printed series, and those are full color prints, kind of a little bit more custom. I know people ask for the normal colors, and they are on different listings just because we have so many options that our site can't really hold all those options in one single listing. Plus, I want to make sure people are getting what they want. So I kind of want to separate those out a little bit, but thanks for your support. If we don't get back to you, it's because we're busy. We do check emails at various times during the day, and of course we are processing orders too, so that comes into play a little bit as well. But you guys have been great. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already, and hit the bell notification icon for the latest and greatest things we are coming out with for the 2021 and 2022 Ford Bronco.